What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel.
It's another day, which means HP and I are looking at another car. And today we are taking our Kia Rio.
Lord.
Now, HP and I are in desperate need of an economical, affordable, and preferably an SUV. But this one is actually going to be for my sister because a couple of weeks ago she totaled her car, and as a result, she's been driving our Ford Fusion.
You know, the same Ford Fusion that we bought a few weeks ago for our Turo fleet, but we haven't been able to list it because, well, she's been driving it.
And that's the downside of working in the automotive space. Anytime anybody needs a car, they typically come to us first. And if anybody in the family needs help buying a car, well, HP is always their go-to guy.
But first, we have to call Huffines Hyundai because we need to see if this car falls underneath the engine recall. It was previously serviced at a local dealership that I actually used to work at a few years ago, but I need to see if this car, if it does have engine failure, if it's going to be covered.
Now, for those of you who don't know, some years and models of Hyundais have issues with the engine blowing up, but there is a recall from Hyundai that can allow for you to get a replacement for that engine completely free. In fact, we have a Hyundai that has gotten an engine replacement under this recall, so now anytime HP and I look at Hyundais to buy, we always make sure that it has this recall and this warranty covered with it.
Thank you for choosing Huffines Hyundai Genesis Plano. May I have an answer call?
To service, please.
Please hold.
Hi, and thanks for holding. Your call is very important to us. Huffines.
Can you look up a car? I'm about to go take a look at this one, see if we need to buy it. I need to see if this car falls underneath the rod bearing campaign by chance.
The Tucson 2011. It does have a Theta engine. It's got a lot of recalls. It's got 3 recalls outstanding, and it does have the warranty extension.
Okay, awesome. I will be bringing it to you if we end up buying this one.
All right,
All right.
bring it on down. Yeah, remember, just shoot me an email, and I'll run them for you.
Awesome, sounds good. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you much.
All right, buddy. No problem. Bye.
No, that's a lie, because I messaged him about the other car and he wasn't available on Monday. So if you're watching this, how dare you?
This is really good news, and it's one of the deal breakers that we have in place for Hyundais, and it means that if the engine does have issues later on down the road, it's covered by Hyundai warranty.
So now let's go check out this car.
1 hour later.
Ooh, girl, is that a red 2011 Hyundai Tucson Limited?
Heck yeah, it is.
But let's give you the full tour.
Now, this car right here is a perfect example that good deals are still out there, and they are becoming more and more common. All you have to do is be patient, know what to look for, and jump on deals whenever they become available. Because this right here is a steal of a car.
So this car is the top trim for 2011, which means it has every single option that this car was available with. So this is the Limited. Comes with fog lights, comes with a special painted front grille, comes with the oversized 18-inch wheels, which look massive on this car considering 18 inches. They usually come with like 17 or 16-inch wheels, and they're tiny. They're kind of goofy looking. And even keyless entry. Full leather on the inside, navigation with Bluetooth, which is like creme de la creme. Look how massive this screen was, considering this is like modern day screen size is super small, but this was like the biggest at the time.
One of the things that blows my mind about this car is just how many features it has for its age. Like 2 sunroofs. I didn't even know that that was a thing back in 2011.
Plenty of room in the back seat, and Aubrey's sister does have a 1-year-old, so this is definitely needed. It's kind of nice because being that this is a wider vehicle, no more having to be cramped inside of a sedan and be like, okay, now the tire thing is back here and we gotta be super cramped. I think there's plenty of room back here.
The only thing that isn't perfect on the car is this like gear shift trim, which is missing, but that's definitely not a big deal. And the car also features heated seats, which is a big plus.
And in the back, with typical Tucson fashion, this car does have a lot of space in the back, and being that this is also unlimited, you get the subwoofer in the back, this nice branded Tucson mat so you don't get your carpets dirty, and the previous owner even gave us an emergency kit, so I'm gonna be picking all the stuff that I want, like this. Look at this bad boy. I want this. I'm glad we held out because the other red Tucson that we looked at was a lower trim, and this car is in great shape. On the outside, there is no scratches whatsoever on this entire vehicle. It looks really brand new. It definitely was taken care of while the previous owners had it. There are some small blemishes, but that's kind of to be expected of a car that's now 10 years old. But definitely excited that we held out because this is a prime example of there's always something out there.
Now, like we mentioned, this car is a 2011. It's 3-owner. The person who is selling the car only had it for a couple of months. She said that she moved to the Dallas area for a job. The job didn't end up panning out, and now she had a car that she didn't really need because she was moving back to a different state in a different city. So she was kind of in a position where she really needed to sell it, and thus she was willing to let it go for a pretty decent price. So we were able to buy it for $9,000.
Now, Hyundai Tucsons are selling for about $9,000 in much worse condition than this particular vehicle is. And the fact that this owner paid $12,500 back in August means that we got a killer deal when we bought it for $9,000.
Now, unfortunately, this car will not be listed on the Turo platform, but it will allow for us to free up our time and resources that we've been spending looking for this car and instead allocate that time to finding more cars for our own fleet.
And better ones for cheaper prices.
I don't know better, but definitely cheaper prices.
So this is proof that there are cars out there that are good deals and good examples of good cars that you can drive and put on platforms. It's all about really just being patient, checking Facebook Marketplace, and jumping on these deals whenever they present themselves and not waiting.
And even though this car is not going to be listed on any car sharing platform, it is the perfect Turo and car sharing car.
But guys, as always, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode.